We've all been told we need to have high adoption fees on our cats to support the budget and show the public these cats have value. Well, I am here to attest that offering low and no-fee cat adoptions does not decrease the value of a cat, but it does make financial sense and saves more lives. In 2014, of the cats that were fixed, vaccinated, and made available for adoption at our shelter, 260 were euthanized. Half of these were healthy cats that were put down because we simply ran out of space. Our resistance to change kept us from fulfilling our mission, meeting the expectations of the community, and providing a second chance to those we made promises to. We had to change, and so we did. In 1 year, cat euthanasia decreased by 80%, adoptions increased, and we saved over $100,000 in expenses related to cat care. Of all the life-saving changes we made in 2015, the one we believe had the most impact was a permanent decrease in cat adoption fees. Fees for kittens were dropped to $50, cats a year and older went to $25. Additionally, throughout most of the year, we ran promotions for $10 felines, $5, and yes, even free. So how did we do it? Hurdle number 1 was the board of directors. How will we replace the adoption revenue and cover the expenses we put into our cats? Show us the money. Hurdle number 2 was the community. If people can't afford to pay a full adoption fee, how can they afford food and vet care? The cats will be adopted, but they'll be returned to the shelter. Hurdle number 3 was the scary unknown. Is this going to work? Are we sending the message these cats have no value? What are we doing? To get approval to move forward, we needed to show the board the money, and so we did. In 2014, the average length of stay on an adopted cat was 22 days. We estimated that it cost $10 per cat per day just to have staff clean and provide food and water. Added to that were expenses related to surgery, vaccinations, preventatives, which all made the average cost of care for one adopted cat $258. By the end of the year, we spent over $300,000 to care for adoptable cats, $75,000 of which was for cats that were on the adoption floor, but later euthanized because we didn't have space or because of treatable illness. Cat adoption revenue, $58,000. I stress to the board that at any adoption fee, we will never recoup the costs we invest in our animals. The board agreed it was worth a try, and they're glad that we made the change. After a year of low and no-fee adoptions, the average length of stay decreased by 6 days. The shorter stay reduced overcrowding, which reduced stress. This meant less illness, less euthanasia. We euthanized 0 cats for space and only 18 for illness we couldn't treat. Of course, this led to more adoptions. Using the same cost as the previous year and the shorter length of stay, the average cost of care for one cat decreased to $198. By the end of the year, we decreased all of the costs for cat care by over $130,000. Adoption revenue was half of the prior year, but the increased adoptions and cost savings made up for it. As for life-saving, obviously the decrease in euthanasia led to more cats having a second chance. But all of our animals, including the dogs, benefited from lower cat adoption fees. We didn't cut those costs and make our financial statements look pretty. Instead, the time, energy, and cost savings were redirected to provide increased treatment for sick animals, extended care for the young ones, and more TLC for those with special needs, things we didn't have the resources to provide before. But the benefits don't stop there. The results of reduced cat adoption fees have also helped us achieve a 92% live release rate. It also improved staff morale and lower turnover, improved our reputation and relationships in the community, created regional and national partnerships for funding and education, contributed to an increase in the average size of a donation, and showed good stewardship of community support by using contributions efficiently and effectively. The adoption rate shows the community took well to what we were doing, but there were concerns along the way. People were mostly concerned that with low fees, anybody could and would adopt a cat. They also feared that the cats would be adopted by people who couldn't afford a higher fee and therefore couldn't afford to properly care for their cat. Firstly, all of our adopters go through the same application and adoption process as at any other time or for any other animal. People seeking a cat for heinous uses do not want to leave their information at a humane society, so that wasn't an issue. Also, we ask potential adopters to spend time with the cat to find a good fit, and during the adoption process, we discuss the ongoing care and costs related to pet ownership. After that, we just have to trust that people are good and will make the right choice. We figure a person can get a free cat any day of the year off the internet. At least ours are vaccinated and spayed or neutered. There was, however, one downfall to the reduction in cat adoption fees. Our cremation service lost a lot of business. But seriously, we did not see an increase in returns, nor did we have an increase of cats adopted from us coming back as strays. Reducing cat adoption fees was scary. The unknown always is. But taking the plunge was also very exciting, and the results nothing short of life-saving. And that is what we do.